What is up, guys? My name is Joaquin Corrales. Welcome back to the channel. This is video 3 of our 50-day challenge, and in this video I am in the Batmobile. Okay, the Batmobile. And guys, in this video we're gonna be talking about how to make $200 a day as a 14-year-old, and I'm gonna tell you how I was able to do that when I was 14, not even being into business. Okay, I wasn't even into entrepreneurship when I was 14, and I managed to do this just doing something that I liked. And I guess I already wanted money, sort of, but it was kind of maybe incidentally type thing. But I'm gonna tell you guys how you're gonna be able to do it now, not incidentally, okay? Being able to plan it out and do the things that I'm gonna be talking about so you guys could achieve $200 a day. So the first thing that I would say that you would have to do is learn a skill, okay? You need to learn a skill that people right now don't know a lot about, or is a skill that is highly paid, so that you, being young, could start getting all the different tactics and all the strategies that go along with it, so that once you get a little bit older, you're gonna have such a head start on all the other people. Like, for example, programming is a specific skill that I myself self-taught, and it has paid back so much, like even instantly. Because guys, let's say that you go right now on udemy.com and you pick up a course on how to develop mobile apps, on how to do specific programming things, and you push through that course. And the thing about programming is that it's there's a very steep learning curve, so it's kind of hard at the beginning. But if you know that and you just keep pushing through that initial part of it, it does get a lot easier. So let's say that you're 14 years old and you invest a couple months of your time in learning some very basic programming skills, like for, let's say, mobile app development. I own a mobile app development company, and every time we get a client that asks for something that that I know doesn't have to be perfect, we go out and we find people on freelancer.com, on Upwork, and guess what? We don't care how old they are. If they're able to complete that very simple task, then we'll give it to them. And that's their #1 way that you can start making $200 a day easily. And these are skills that not only are you gonna be able to find work very easily on places like Freelancer and Upwork, but you're going to be able to get a very high-paying job if that's something that interests you, or if it's something that you want to do while you're pursuing your entrepreneurship. So programming is the #1 skill that I would learn if I was 14 years old right now, and it would be the fastest way for me to get to $200 a day. Now, the second thing that you could do is social media marketing. So there's a lot of old people right now, and not really super old people, but there's a lot of people who don't know a lot about social media marketing and just social media marketing in general. So if you're able to go up to local businesses near your town or wherever you live and offer these people social media marketing, even you being young, you might be thinking, oh, because I'm young, they're gonna tell me to freaking take a hike, they're gonna tell me to fuck off because I'm young. That's BS, okay? That's BS, because you actually have an advantage being young, because they know that you're into all that type of thing, and that's all you do all day long, social media. So how are you not going to be good at social media marketing if all you do all day is social media, right? That's kind of like the idea and what these people are thinking. So you guys could take advantage of that. And guys, you don't need to know how to do these things 100%. Okay, a lot of people think that in order for you to do something, you need to have all the skills, you need to have been training for like a really long ass time. That's BS. You pick up a course, you watch 10 YouTube videos, and then you go forward and you start doing it. And maybe you even offer these people like a special deal because they're one of your first clients and you're looking for testimonials to get more people. But guys, these are easy ways for you to start making $200 a day at 14, 15, 16 years old, like extremely easily. Learn a skill that people are gonna pay highly for, and that you could find work anywhere. I mean, if you know how to program a little bit, you could go on Upwork.com or on Freelancer.com and get jobs left and right non-stop. Especially if you speak good English. If you speak good English and you go there, you're gonna be getting so many jobs, because almost everyone on that platform, the hardest thing that I found when I look for developers on there to complete some of the tasks that we get at the mobile development company that I own, is that there's an issue in communicating. They're not able to communicate properly. It's very hard because they don't know English. A lot of these people are from other countries where English is not their first language. So if English is your first language and you're able to learn some of these skills, you'll be making more than $200 a day freaking fast, like really fast. The other one is social media marketing. And guys, those are the two main things that I would do right now if I was 14 years old to earn that type of amount of money a day. Now I'm going to tell you guys a story of how I was able to generate over $200 a day, and I think the total was about, I was able to generate somewhere around from $4,000 to $6,000 at a very young age, like 13, 14 years old. And so how I did that was playing a game called RuneScape. Okay, and RuneScape, I mean, maybe you guys don't know what it is, but it's basically like an MPG game or something, RPG. It's an RPG game, right? And it's basically a game where you have a character and you're able to train different skills and you're able to earn money in the game, and it's basically like a world in the game. And so long story short, I was playing this game that one of my friends had gotten me into, and I really loved the game. Like, imagine how much I loved it that me and my friend would basically give ourselves things in the game, like for our birthdays type thing. Like, oh, it's your birthday, oh, here's something in the game, and we would be like super pumped. But something that I figured out that you could do in the game is bot, okay? And bot, it wasn't something that the people in the game allowed you to do, but it was like a little loophole that I found where you were able to automate a lot of different tasks inside of the game so that you wouldn't have to do them. For example, training. Training was very boring, so I would use different bots. And so what I figured out was that there was this one bot that would make you money in the game, but it was very slow. It wouldn't make you a lot of money. But I ran some numbers real quick, and I figured out that if I was able to have 10 accounts running at the same exact time, the membership would cost $5, and they would all make X amount of money after X amount of time. So what I did was that my sister had a boyfriend at the time who had a really big PC, and I was like, hey, can I borrow your PC to do something? Borrowed his PC, and I loaded up like 10 different accounts on his PC, and they started making money and making money and making money and making money. And it was actually really funny because one of my goal initially was to have a lot of money in the game, right? I wanted to have a lot of money in this game because I wanted to buy a bunch of different cool stuff in the game. The sun is in my freaking mouth. I wanted to have a lot of different cool things in the game. But then eventually, what happened was that once I did have a ton of money in the game, I didn't want to waste it anymore. Like, I didn't feel like wasting it. I just wanted to trade it now for real money. And so what I did was that I sold the money that I had gotten in that game from figuring out this little loophole in automating all these different things, and I sold it for like over $4,000. And it was funny because I would sell it to people, whatever. I got scammed a lot. I learned a lot of selling tactics when I was selling that at a very young age because I had to be careful that I wasn't getting scammed, right? So I had to find like a middleman, and I had to make sure that the transaction would be done in a way where they couldn't charge back. And so I sold a ton of money in that game, and all the money went to a PayPal account. And I didn't have a bank account, and my parents didn't really trust me to give me their bank information. It's not that they didn't trust me, they didn't trust like the internet in general. And maybe some of you guys could relate to this, where your parents are like, hey, I'm not giving you my freaking bank account because I'm gonna get all my money stolen. So whatever, they didn't want to give me their bank account information. So what I did was that I couldn't pass the money cash to a bank account, so I had to buy like American Express gift cards from like Walmart. So I was always walking around with like a bunch of American Express gift cards from Walmart that I bought online and had delivered to my house because that was my way of exchanging the money out of PayPal that I had gotten from selling this. And guys, that wasn't programming, and it was because my mentality was a lot different when I was like 14, 15 years old. 13, whatever. I was playing a lot of video games and I was into the whole gaming thing, and I wasn't really into entrepreneurship yet. But it's kind of funny looking back how that was like one of the first major like entrepreneurship like events that happened almost incidentally. So guys, remember, if you're 14, 13, 15 years old and you want to make $200 as fast as possible, learn a skill that is very high paying and that you don't need someone to teach you. For example, programming, you could self-teach just like I did. And if you guys have any questions about that, just leave a comment or message me and I'll send some resources to you. Or you could offer social media marketing to businesses that have no idea what that even means, okay? You could basically come up to them and give them a lot of information about it, have them see you as a master in that, and they'll throw money your way. They'll throw money your way, they'll start giving you testimonials, and then it'll be a lot easier for you to get other clients. So guys, remember to subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna be uploading videos daily, and I'll see you on the next one.